I understand that you're about to start the compliance assessment on the portal, and you had some questions you wanted to know about it. Mike Webster is joining us again from our first call to help if we have any questions that need his assistance.
Fantastic. Okay, one of the biggest questions I've got with this, from looking into it a little bit further, is how long is this going to take me?
Yeah. So in terms of how long it will take, it does depend on a number of factors. So such as the size of your organisation, how well the ins and outs of the process is there. For example, you may find that this isn't a task you complete in one sitting, but may need to tackle it after doing some digging internally within the organisation and spread it out over a couple of days or so. But like I said, it does really depend on the size of your organisation and all the information you need to collate. Luckily though, if you don't have an answer to hand, we have provided the option for you to select "Don't know" as an answer. And that means that you can just leave it there, save your answers, go away and find out the information, and come back to them later, either in the assessment itself, or it will be put as a task in the task for compliance section after you've researched your answer.
Okay, so that's quite helpful to know. I mean, do I need anything beforehand then that I've got to have with me prior to starting this? You've just mentioned about you can go away, come back. So is it advisable for me to have any certain things around me? I don't know.
Yeah. So if you're a large organisation with many different departments and department heads, for example, you may find it easier to get some assistance from them. So maybe like for the employees section, which I'm on now, you may want to get the head of HR, if you have one, to have a look through those questions with you. Maybe provide you with some information like the policies and procedures that you give your staff during an induction and make sure that they're all GDPR compliant, that sort of thing. Or maybe finance or marketing could assist you as well. So those are the sort of things that we'd ask you to look for, maybe as doing a bit of prep work. But if you are stuck as well, it does give you assistance with the info boxes if you aren't quite sure what a question means. And if you say you don't know, for example, we do also give you some hints as to what you can use. So say, for example, on this first question on the screen here is the data protection policy provided to all employees? And if we don't know, it gives you a data protection policy link to our literature library. So you can take that and adapt it for your business, and then you've got the answer.
Okay, that's actually quite handy. I mean, by the sounds of things, then it just sounds like I can delegate this out to members of my staff. Then, by the sounds of it.
Yeah, right? Yeah, absolutely. So with the DataVista Portal, we enable each organisation to have multiple users. So you could make your head of HR, for example, or head of finance or sales and marketing. You can make all of them a user and delegate the work to them so that they fill in the answers for you if they're the best placed person to answer it and you don't want to do the legwork.
That's handy. That's very handy. Okay, so on the basis of that then, you're saying I can delegate it out, but what happens if I don't know the answer to the question and they don't know the answer to the question? What can I do then? What's the next stage for me?
Yeah, so absolutely, fair point. So again, we mentioned earlier that we always provide the information boxes and any sort of pointers to relevant policies and procedures you can use. But if you are still stuck there and you do need a bit more of, maybe some more context, or you have a question you just need to bounce off another person, then we've got the team here at DataVista. So you might get myself, you might get my colleague Michael, who are all sort of experts in the field of data privacy, and we'll be able to help you and take you through the steps if need be.
Oh, well, so I'm not actually on my own in this.
No, not at all.
Okay, cool. So I'm still kind of okay then, even if I get a question wrong.
Yeah, absolutely. So we don't want to say that there's necessarily a wrong answer. I would say if you answer a question that's non-compliant with GDPR with GDPR, we don't want to say it's wrong, as it's important that we get accurate information, right? Because that way we're able to help you and your business better by providing better advice. So if the answer you do give is non-compliant in a data protection sense, in many cases, we help provide points on how to rectify it, like the policies and procedures, and other sort of like tasks you to do to make sure you can rectify it and become compliant.
Okay, so it sounds like there's quite a lot of help within this portal in the background. So are we covered by, I don't know, legal documents and stuff like that? Do I, will I end up with those out of doing this sort of like process?
Gary, I'll help you on that particular question. This portal has been built by data privacy experts, also with legal experts and other sort of professionals within the data privacy field. And really, we provide a lot of the legal templates that are required. For example, we have things such as data protection policies and privacy policies and other documents, which you can utilize as a standard template and modify for your own particular use whilst you're working through your compliance journey. The other additional fact is that we continue to add resources to the site, and we are always updating our policies. We always have one eye on the latest trends within data privacy and the new legislation which are coming down the line, and any government guidelines that may be issued as well. So you can rest assured that we are always updating our policy and making sure that you're compliant as much as you can, so you're able to continue your business in the best way.
Fantastic. That takes a few headaches away for me, Michael. Thank you for that. I've got to say, the one thing that I did not ask at the beginning, and I'd like to ask it now, is that do I have to be a certain size to do this? Does that matter?
No, not at all. So we've designed all these questions so that they can fit organisations of any size or scale. So we've worked with a lot of businesses of different sizes over the years, and we've kind of taken our experiences from that to make sure that each question on our assessment is simple to answer, but yet comprehensive in terms of the detail that you need. So you don't need to worry about that.
That's good to know. I have got one question left, and that is, like I said, it sounds like a massive minefield to me. So, well, if I want to do it right, by the sounds of things. So, if I really am struggling because I haven't got the right kind of people in the business to understand this, where am I? Am I on my own, or can I? Is there somebody else I can talk to outside the organisation? How does that work?
Yeah. So. Yeah, I'll let Michael answer this one.
Yeah, we do have a really good team of consultants who can help you on your GDPR and data privacy journey.
That's good to know.
If really you decided that actually this is not something that you really wanted to do and you needed a DataVista to sort of hold your hand all the way through the process, we're more than prepared to do that. And with the advantage of having the portal, it is actually a fraction of the cost if you were to just go to many other organisations and just seek their services to just take you through the data privacy journey.
That's fantastic, Michael. Thank you for sort of like enlightening me on that, because I tell you what, this whole thing is it needs to be done right, and it's a little concerning, to be honest with you. So it's nice to know that I've got a little bit of hand holding from your end. So thank you both guys for you taking the time to speak to me today. You've put my mind at rest slightly, so yeah, I'll carry on with the assessment. Thanks again.
Cheers.
Take care now. Bye bye.
Great. Thanks for your time, Gary. Cheers now. Bye.